Welcome back to Wolf Among Us. Uh, we are still just paused. Um, this is still the first recording session, and I was a little bit parched, so I'm back with a drink. Yeah, that's
Every time I think I'm getting a handle on what's
pretty
going
much
on,
what a taxi in New York City
things
is
get more
like.
complicated. It feels like we're always a step behind.
The woodsman is the only lead we've got, and he was one of the last people to see Faith alive. Getting some answers out of him will start to clear things up.
I hope you're right. Bigby, be honest with me. Who do you think did this? I know it's still early, but I just feel a step behind. It's an uncomfortable feeling.
There's no way for us to know. Speculation isn't going to help.
If you don't know or just won't say.
Why would I not say? I clearly don't know. You seem to probably be a better investigator than me. I don't know why you would think I know more than you.
Thanks
I
for
wish
you.
there was... Sorry.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's nothing. I just... Seeing all this today, there are fables that are struggling worse than I'd imagined. We pay so much attention to the residents of the woodlands. You forget there's a whole community out there to serve. To have to turn to prostitution. I wish there was more we could do.
I'm trying to
This
find
isn't how I thought it would be.
a time to speak.
But Crane runs things his own way.
Then you should do something about it. You are in a position to make a difference.
Obviously, you don't know what I do all day. Right now, I'm the gatekeeper, making sure none of these disenfranchised folks are, as he puts it, wasting his time.
If you really want to help,
Open the
you'll
gate.
figure out a way.
Dump him in his lap. Tell him to go fuck himself.
I don't know. It's just a broken system. The fables who walk in through the back door like Bluebeard, we have all the time in the world for them. You try and come in through the front door, through the proper channels, asking for anything, needing help. Well, I turn you away.
Where's
Now
the
things are
actual
worse
mayor?
off than they've ever been.
Well, that's not true.
Right. We've had it worse, but not by much. Maybe this isn't for me. I thought public service was pure. A way to help.
You should stick it out. There are fables that would give up a lot to be in the position you're in, and I think it's easier to change something from the inside.
You're telling me change comes from within.
Sure.
Not the advice I imagined hearing from you.
I'm full of surprises.
I mean, how do you think I continue to not murder people as a wolf?
Maybe you should handle this one.
Wow.
Yeah,
That
maybe I should.
pimp could not be more cliche if he tried.
Bigby. Just be careful, please.
The same goes for you.
I will.
I gotta get this in. I really need to compliment this game in particular on the voice acting and the facial animation. Especially given that this is actually one of their older games on the whole, being 6 years old. Like, there are much newer games in Telltale's I just walked right in, huh? There are much newer games in Telltale's repertoire that do this much worse. But, like, the amount that is said, especially in Bigby's face, but in everyone's face, and in their tone of voice, it's really well done.
What do you want, Sheriff?
And says, oodles.
I was in the neighborhood. Thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Well, fucking hello. Now you can get the fuck out of here.
Look, I'm not even gonna ask where he is now, okay? I just want to know the last time he was here. That's all.
Who?
I'm being nice, so try again.
He hasn't been here for a few weeks. No, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, he hasn't been here in a while, if he's been here at all. Which,
Why would you even start? Why would you start with lies? And such bad lies. I didn't even, like, press you, and you folded.
Does he tell you when to close, too?
Nope. And he doesn't tell me when to tell you to fuck off.
Okay. Very funny. Should sue. Intellectual property or defamation. I don't know.
Let me solve the mystery for you. They're pickled eggs.
Oh, I know what they are. I'm just trying to figure out why anyone would eat this.
I like a pickled egg when it's done right. They are almost never done right. People make them sweet and shit. It's gross. Oh, hey, look at this.
You guys playing right now?
Nope. Nobody's here. Just...
H? Well, that'd be you, Holly. So, who's WD?
No idea.
Because it's also the first letter in the name.
Woodsman. Yeah, I get it.
Why would I erase it? See, I'm metagaming too much now, because now I'm going, well, do I erase it and protect the woodsman later because somebody else is about to come in for him? I just realized I also still have this gun. That's, handy and interesting
If you're not
coincidence.
playing, and you don't mind if I,
That's not the route I thought that was meant to take, but... Let's see. A pool cue to smash somebody over the head with. The same matches I gave to,
these walk out the door?
Yeah, it's called advertising.
You get a refund?
Fuck you. The word's getting out.
I mean, this looks like the kind of hole in the wall I would check out. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, if she had a better attitude.
Whose is that?
Someone who left.
Actually, she probably...
Why didn't you dump it?
If you want a cleaner place, feel free to get the fuck out of here.
What's your deal, dude? I didn't bother you.
I'm sensing a very hostile tone from you. Don't deny it. I'm good at picking up on this stuff.
Uh, I love his eyebrows. That's part of the design that, like, not only is it a great design for him, but it is part of what makes his face so expressive. Is the, like, his really defined brow and the, like, big bushy eyebrows there.
He a regular?
I don't know who you're talking about.
The one with the bald head and the beard.
Never
Excuse
seen
me.
him.
Oh my god. Why is everybody in this world such a terrible liar? Ah, okay, so now it forces me to do the sit down that I was trying to avoid.
Stools in this place.
If I sit over there, I'm gonna have to yell to talk to you. And I don't like raising my voice. Unless I really have to.
You gonna order something? Or you just here to bother my customers? You know what I mean.
That's fantastic.
Give me a Midas Gold.
You want a lime?
No.
Well, I don't got any anyway.
Think that's funny?
Yep. Think it's fucking hilarious.
It was all right.
It was pretty funny.
Come on, guys. I don't want to be here. You don't want me here. The sooner you answer my questions, the sooner I'll be out of here.
Hands on the keyboard. Regulars and employees only. Look at those eyebrows.
Holly, you're out of paper towels and...
Saved your beer for you. Holly wanted to clear it, but I said no. You'll be back. Well, here you are.
I just want a little dig at him. I generally want to be nice to him, but, like,
hundreds of years. I'm through fighting.
Well, Woody, that makes two of us. You're in luck. I decided to switch seats. Look, it's been a long fucking day, and I'm starting to get a little cranky.
no, that's not what I thought I was about to
Questions?
say.
I'm not leaving without answers.
Maybe he don't want to talk to you.
Why don't we let him tell me that?
It's okay.
I love the dialogue. The dialogue's so good. Oh! God, what a fucking... I've been having to put up with the garbage that
Funny.
David Cage has put into the
No one
world.
seemed to know who you were.
And this is such a breath of fresh air. This is so welcome. I mean, this is going to air in, like, a month. We'll be well into the game at that point. But, like, wow.
Fucking world is that, huh?
Not exactly comfortable with it either, but hey, you play the hand you're dealt.
Well, some folks are forced to play with shit.
That's a lovely image.
Guess you want to know about the girl.
Amongst other things, sure.
I'd walked past her place for weeks. She didn't look like it. She had money. I was sure of it. And she wouldn't put up any kind of fight. I was gonna rob her. And the night I finally get up the nerve to do it, there you are, fucking things up for me. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I wasn't there to save her.
What are you talking about exactly?
Red Riding Hood, her grandmother. I was there to rob them. But when I
Wow.
showed up, you were already there, lying in the bed. I only saved her because I thought she might give me a reward. But she didn't give me shit.
That's a
Bunch
great
of
twist.
people thinking I'm something
It's
I ain't.
really simple.
I played along as I could. Only thing I managed to get from it was a free drink every now and again.
This is an infamous response that I am not going to use.
Hey, stop! This isn't what I want.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Woody! Shit ain't just about you. It's about this fucking lab.
Look at how big my
Come
shoulders
sniffing
are.
around this part of town when the rich fucks in the woodlands need a shakedown. Ain't that right, Bigby?
Nope. Just gonna stare at my beer.
Holly's sister goes missing. No one gives two shits about her. Paperwork, waiting rooms, and that bitch Snow White looking right past me, then ushering me out the fucking door.
I wouldn't call her that. It's happened before, and it doesn't end well.
I didn't realize you were the bitch of the bitch.
Oh, good.
Should have walked out of here when you had the chance.
Come on, you're scaring the lady.
Don't worry about me.
How do I not know who or what these people are? That's interesting. It punished me for taking the option rather than not taking it. Or at least appeared to. This doesn't seem to be going my way. Oof. That's rough. I'm just pawing the mouse around trying to see if any prompts come up. That was... wow. See, I've never been the biggest fan of, quote-unquote combat. I don't know why. I literally did air quotes in the middle of the combat. I'm not sure whether that was a good or a bad choice. I've never been a fan of the, like, glorified combat in these games, in the Telltale games, because it's always just a series of quick time events. They're generally pretty good.
Double.
You didn't have to break the glass, asshole. Huh.
Shit.
It's not like you were gonna pay for it anyway.
don't even think about it.
Is this the type of treatment I can expect if I let you take me in?
No. If you come quietly, you'll be treated with respect. But if it turns out that you killed that girl, well, you know what that means.
Alright, I got $100 for the first bloke that can tell me something about a girl named... Fuck.
I almost feel bad for the guy over there crying. Now this is an interesting choice, and I think I have to go after the person who is probably either the most suspicious or going to lead to the most suspicious person.
Shit.
He's the one you want, not me!
I don't believe
Your brother
that.
won't be saving you this time. Come on. You're under arrest.
I told you I didn't do it.
And you got nothing to worry about.
Woodsman might be a jerk, but I don't think he's guilty. I mean, the fact that all of the signs point to him from the very start is a pretty good indication that it wasn't him.
Do anything stupid, and I'll throw you down the witching well myself.
Getting a little choppy with all that lighting going on. So I'm guessing Beauty has been eviscerated or some horrible shit. I mean, we didn't leave the head there, did we? That would be... Ah, shit. God damn it, I told her to be careful. Okay, can I skip this bit? I hate that they do this. I don't want to see the, like... I hate previews for anything. But especially for this. I'm about to play it. Don't spoil it for me. Like, even if it's just... I'm going to avoid going on a 10-minute tirade about the nature of trailers and spoilers and how spoilers are not just about plot elements, they're about other things as well. I'm going to avoid that tirade because some of you have heard me tell it already, possibly multiple times.
Very special.
Can I skip it? Nope, I'm just going to take off my headphones and not look. Because I just don't want to see it.
Where's your brother?
Fuck you! Give me one good reason I should tell you anything.
Serial
Oh my.
A serial killer? Oh god, it's one of us.
Man, having Snow White get...
We've got to put a lid on this.
That's like out of the blue, man.
Find
Like,
someone who can.
I found out where she's been staying.
it feels a little cheap.
I know
Actually.
she's here. You must have seen her.
It
One
feels
of the two of you hiding.
very sudden and a little bit cheap. Like, hey, get attached to this character so that we can kill them.
What did you do? Friend on
Now,
friend.
don't go comparing it
At
to
the end.
some of the offensive horse shit that the likes of David Cage would do. But It does feel a little bit like yank at the heartstrings type of thing, you know? Okay, I think, yep, logo, cool. Episode 2, alright. Well, this episode's a little bit, or this episode of the video is a little bit shorter than some of the others, but that's okay. Did you give Faith your money? Regretfully, yes. Tell Beast the truth about Beauty. Tried to stay out of it. I mean, having not even met Beast yet, right? Like, not to make presumptions about Beast, and I didn't, but like, why would you put your nose in the first place? And Beauty seemed to say what she said in earnest, right? So why would you betray that? Like, it's not even if you were to ignore Bigby's like attitude, his persona, why, like, you still wouldn't tell him, right? I guess some of those dialogue options were a little bit nebulous, as is a problem in many of the Telltale games, because they don't give you the full text of your response because the timers are short, that sometimes that's a constant gripe of many people who play these games, that the responses are not always exactly what they seem. 69% of players went to help Toad. You did not prevent Prince Lawrence's death, so it is possible, I guess. You and 26.8% of players didn't say anything to Stowe. I don't know why you would... I mean, if you say that the woodsman is the prime suspect, I get it. On facts alone, sure. But on, like, everything else, no fucking way. We don't know anything about Bluebeard. We don't even know who the fuck that is. He killed himself, and everything about his state says no fucking way. I don't think these dopes killed him. They're dopes. They're grunts. I don't think they do hits. So 26% seems low to me. Yeah, this actually surprises me a little bit. I thought it'd be a little bit more even split, but I don't even know. TelltaleGames.com has to be owned by somebody, right? They wouldn't have just let that lapse. The question is, who owns it? Probably a bank. Probably a Canadian bank. Wait a minute. Is Telltale... I feel like Telltale's Canadian. Am I misremembering that? I don't remember. Huh. Well, I haven't done a lot of talking about this game while we've been playing it. So let me take a brief moment to talk about it. And if you have, I mean, presumably there's been like 5 episodes thus far. No, there's actually, now that I look at the recordings, there's only been 3. This is the 4th episode, I believe. So I'm sure that I've seen some responses since. But let me know what you think about how you would like me to play. Do you want me to like pause the game and talk about it? Do you want me to just like... I'm not going to just talk over the game because I am here to enjoy it. But I certainly do have some things to say. Some of it's going to be a lot of it's going to be probably retrospective, but yeah. So, to get back to the very beginning, very beginning of the first episode when I was talking about Telltale in general. So my feeling in general is that Telltale's games are generally not very good. on, like, more than half of them, I would say, are kind of hacked together and not narratively very consistent and don't have very good characters and are generally pretty janky. Even the good ones, I would say, are reasonably jank. But there are some real winners in there. The first season of Walking Dead is, for hopefully obvious reasons and beaten to death reasons, fantastic. We'll just leave it at that. You know, not in my top 10 games of all time, but pretty close. This game, thus far, is really impressing me. I think Batman is quite good, though I haven't played that one myself. I'm trying to, right off the top of my head, remember some of the other ones that I've seen or played, but it's been like, a 10-year long saga of the Telltale engine. The Telltale tool, I think is what they call it. Yeah. I mean, like I said at the beginning, they can be great when they're done right, but often they are not. But they are a very good storytelling tool when the people operating them know what they are doing. And I think in this case, at least in this first episode, they've done an excellent job and hired some excellent artists and voice actors and writers to do their due diligence and to make something pretty good. I remain undecided on the overall story. We will see how that goes. If it stays anywhere close to this level of quality, I think you'll hear me saying at the end of the game that I'm disappointed that they didn't make a sequel. I think at one point they did have one in the works. But as I said, I don't think this one sold particularly well. Let me take a peek. Can I quickly find some vague sales numbers? Let's see. On September 21st, Telltale officially announced that it was 2018. Announced that the sequel to The Wolf Among Us, and along with other, would be canceled. Okay, so they did officially announce it was canceled. Let's see. Reception. It was generally pretty well received. High 70s to mid 80s. Skip past all that. Try not to spoil anything. I don't think it's going to be in that section. Hold on. I'm not seeing sales numbers. Maybe I'll come back with that if I can find anything. But as I said in the first one, niche upon niche. So, the other one that really, the other Telltale game that really impressed me was Tales from the Borderlands, which frankly I thought was going to be garbage. Because not only was that in the midst of an era of not very good Telltale games, but also adapting a video game of a video game just sounds like a losing strategy from the start. But I highly recommend that game. I don't even know if it's on sale anymore. I should have bought it. Anyway, watch a playthrough of it. It's very well done. I think it is an exemplar of what Telltale could accomplish in the right hands. As with all of them, it's not perfect, but it performs some spectacular narrative feats in the face of like pretty much nothing more than a setting and some vague characters pulled from another company's property, and they did wonders with it. I was pretty impressed by that. But another thing that made me think about this game and want to come back to it, amongst the re-release of the Sadness Saga and and all that, was also I just watched a playthrough of the Game of Thrones game that Telltale made, which was like a non-canon side story, but also tied in with some of the characters from the main Game of Thrones series. That was poor. It was like really poor. Now, I will say that they got like most of the main. I think most or all of the main characters from the TV show from the TV show, who had their characters in the game, voiced their character for the game. If not all of them, then the sound-alikes were admirable. And those performances are quite good because most of those actors are very good. But that game is a shit show, and might be the worst of all. I've seen like probably 60% of all of the games Telltale has made, beginning to end. And of all of them, that one might be the worst about, yeah, you made decisions, but fuck you. Now the game is going to spit in your mouth for your hubris. And it, like, I'm going to, again, avoid another long, drawn-out tangent about the state of A Song of Ice and Fire versus Game of Thrones, that being the books versus the TV show. But if the TV show gets the books wrong, then the game gets the TV show wrong. It exacerbates the problem tenfold. It's really bad. And it made me pretty upset to watch. Upset might be the wrong word. Disappointed more than anything else. But I digress. Telltale's legacy is always going to be dirt, unfortunately. But there were some talented people who worked there, and I'm glad that some of them got picked up by other studios, and I hope that one day we will get to see more games in this vein, or something, resembling it, from another studio. I think it would be a shame to see this quote unquote genre, for all its problems, it would be a shame for it to die. That's where I'm going to leave it for this session. Man, every shot in this game, though, remains to be seen whether it is my favorite, but on visuals and writing alone, it is more than a contender. It is well on track. I mean, even look at these credits. I definitely don't want to skip these. These are great. This I don't know if this is just an incomplete list of credits. I don't think so, because typically they give the full credits in every episode because each episode is released separately. I don't think these are partial credits. This is a pretty short list of folks. I'm gonna have to look more into this game and figure out whether this was made by like a second string team. Because it's already a very impressive work, but if it was done by like the second string, you know, no money team, or, you know, not necessarily no money, but the non-main team, that would be all the more impressive. Well, this should kick me back to the menu. I'm hoping. Alright. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you guys have left a lot of comments. I think I'll probably end up doing the rest of the game like this. You know, one sitting per episode. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching as always. Like I said, leave your thoughts and comments and feelings about the series and Telltale and everything else, because I want to hear all about it. And as always, thank you for watching. I am the Social Solipsist, and I will see you guys next week for the next episode.